We're about to get underway here. Referees about to throw the opening tip here. Student section's up and ready. We're ready to go here. Fairfield with the opening tip. Caleb Fields bringing the ball up the court. Already some tight defense up here.
That's exactly what we're talking about, trying to get it out to Cook.
Yes.
He dumps it out and starts making a play.
Forcing two guys to deal with him kind of under the rim here. Wow. T-Rose with our first points here. First possession here. Fairfield able to capitalize. Quick start. Definitely physical off the start here. Let's see how defense will hold up on the other end. Rebound by Supreme Cook. There it is.
Possession back.
Quick transition up the court here.
Looked like he held his jersey a bit. They didn't call it, but it looked like something's happening. I like that, though. Let him play.
Fairfield's coach here already giving a few words to the refs. Fairfield still has the ball. Inbound to Wojcik. Gene with the ball again. Getting into the paint here. Fairfield not happy with that call here. Stevenson travel under the rim. Sadler bringing the ball up for Peacocks. Playing some good man defense here relatively. Haven't dropped into a zone yet, really.
Good. Keeping them a little on their toes here.
Wow. Tough basket made by St. Peter's there. Able to get under the rim, get it over the long arms there of Supreme Cook. 2-2, Stags ball here.
St. Peter's playing very aggressive right now. Not letting us step down very easily, yeah.
Wojcik with the pull-up jumper. Miss, rebound by the Peacocks, pushing it down the other end.
Second call so far that Fairfield students aren't very happy about.
Seemed to go off of Sadler's leg there. Wonder if we'll see a replay here in a second, but Peacocks inbounding it. Nice jumper by number 12 there. Peacocks up 4. That was Kyle Cardassi taking the shot. Cook with the ball. Cook with the pick and roll here. Tough defense, though, by St. Peter's, kind of watching over him. Tut there, number 10 for the Peacocks. Just as tall as Supreme Cook, so we'll kind of see this as a battle under the rim the whole night, I believe. Dean again, beautiful control under the basket there for the bucket.
Very similar to the first play he made. I mean, you'd like to see that.
Yeah.
If he could really exploit that in the St. Peter's defense, it would be great.
Survived the contact in air, too. We're playing just as physical on offense here as we are defense. Similar shot there for Sadler on the other end. Not able to go in, though. Pull up 3. It's good. Leach with the 3.
That's great. Leach applying pressure on the defensive side, causing them to get the rebound, and then pulled up with the 3. I mean, that's a great play all around.
Beautiful, quick transition. And, you know, St. Peter's here has had second in rebounding here in the MAC. You know, hasn't shown yet. Not many times to do that, but Fairfield has been dead last in the conference for rebounding. So we need to see a difference this game, I believe. Easy floater over Supreme Cook, number 13 there. Isaiah Dasher. Again, St. Peter's with this really aggressive defense on the inbound. Near the baseline almost. Wojcik again, though, dribbling out the ball. Gene with the ball. Bring it to Supreme Cook in the post. Foul on the Peacocks.
And, when they're playing defense that aggressive at the opposite baseline, what do you think about that? Because while it does cause pressure on inbounding the ball, it can cause like a pretty good fast break to happen, and it does have a lot of holes that you can exploit.
It can. It really is just, to me, it's up to kind of the fortitude here at Fairfield not to get frustrated with it. Be able to get that inbound in. Don't try to get quick passes. I think that's a big thing is maybe they want us to try to go for these fast transitions and make us make the mistakes. Fields with the ball here. Yeah, see, every time they're trying to feed it to Supreme Cook in the post here, he gets doubled. Oh, beautiful basket. Foul under the hoop, though. Cook's going to shoot two.
Second foul on the 10th round. That's the first personal foul on the 2 and 3. We have a meeting timeout.
Excuse me, quick media timeout here we just had. What I saw, though, from the start here, definitely. I think this was big. Good start to the game. We're up 7-6. Team here, Peacocks, has been having a good season. Again, as I mentioned earlier, pretty lackluster start for us. So what did you like most there from that first half?
I like that. We didn't let that hard defense on the opposite end get through. And, we inbound the ball, we played smart, and we got to the other side.
Yeah. Caleb Fields there a little, seemed to be kind of blown past a couple times on defense there. So he's someone to watch, make sure we can kind of keep it around the perimeter and don't let him get too much penetration because, that'll leave room for the open shooters here.
If you're in the Fairfield huddle, what are you expecting to hear from the coach right now?
I think he just is going to really just emphasize maybe kind of what they're seeing from St. Peter's so far. I think it's really important. He's probably telling them, hey, I think St. Peter's, this is the look they're kind of giving us. This may be what we expected. Here's how we're going to game plan against it. They've had time to kind of look up, see, practice, look what St. Peter's doing. Quick 3 fouls for St. Peter's at the start here. It's going to be important to look at in the future. Maybe someone getting into foul trouble. I know we saw the women's game in here a couple weeks ago. Foul trouble definitely popped up near the end. A little too late, I believe, on that game, you'd say, but, could be important here. Already a close game.
Fairfield student section is electric right now. Absolutely coming to life. Yeah, I mean, it's really a whole new energy between it brings the whole university.
Fairfield only taking 4 shots, straight 3 of them. Peacocks are shooting 50, 3 for 6. Gene's leading scorer in the game. I think another very key thing, too, for the Stags here is, we're able to get momentum, really try to keep it. We're looking good offensively, obviously, so far. The shots are going down, the few we've had, but really just not trying to lose momentum and things like that. Coming out of the media timeout here, Supreme Cook set to take 2 in a second. I think a big thing with him, too, you saw that very aggressive defense kind of from the Peacocks there, really playing up against him, doubling him whenever he gets in the post. Could be a reason why, even though he is shooting 50, he's only taken, the 60 shots kind of this year, which I think has been big. As Supreme Cook drains the first here, just on cue. Rena goes quiet as Supreme takes a second free throw. Drains that.
Both shots sunk.
And that's a little bit of what we're talking about is you got to make those, when you get in those situations, capitalize on that. It's not just the free throws. Again, it's those easy kind of offensive rebounds and things like that. Anytime really you can get a chance. Supreme Cook with a nice defense there on the ball, gets the rebound. Fields dribbling up the court.
Oh, well, he took a good drive into the basket. Can't finish it, though.
In that possession there, Peacocks got under the basket pretty easily there. Number 0, Latrell Reed, really just, penetrated into the basket there, which is something he can't have. Really was able to kind of get behind the baseline there and drive in. Oh! A real tough foul by Supreme Cook. Fields for the open look. Missed it. Wow, hard screen there, Cook set. No foul. I mean, you're worried if they'll get kind of emotional here.
Yeah,
Thomas Tutt finds Young under the basket there. Just kind of a cut on the baseline there. Hate to see that. Can't really be giving that up if you're the Stags. And now Peacocks have the lead, 10-9. This aggressive defense still being played. Gene, the ball handoff, Supreme Cook. Oh, easy feed, missed the dunk under the basket. Those are the kinds of things we can't do.
Yeah, it turned it pretty easy, too. Things are a little bit harder again. He's still trying this way. We can't be missing the fundamentals.
Yeah, makes up for it under the basket and the double coverage there. Able to kind of slam it home. Good thing. Luckily, Fairfield able to get the offensive rebound there. So at least if you're making those mistakes, come back and capitalize. Peacocks with a 3, left it a bit short. Supreme able to fight under the basket for the rebound. Again, that's huge. Peacocks only 1 3-pointer attempted so far just then, so it'll be interesting to see how much we see from them later in the game. Pass out. Fields, open look again. Foul on the Peacocks here. Supreme Cook getting the rebound here. Tutt falling into his legs.
And what's great about Cook is that even when he does get double, and be just a good playmate. Even if you're not making the shots, you're making the plays. That's what matters.
On that play, outlet pass to Wojcik there and then back to Fields. Fields has taken 2 threes, I believe, here already. Kind of in this quarter, missed them both, hit the back of the rim. Long gets out muscled for the rebound. Peacocks on the other end. Able to get the ball after a scary pass there. Fairfield playing aggressive. Wow. Fancy dribbling up inside there. Number 5 for the Peacocks, Jalen Murray. Able to get to that same pass to Young under the basket. We seem to see that open a lot now. How about the dribbling here for the Peacocks? Seeming now to penetrate this defense that was starting off strong. Really able to get in under the basket. We got shorter guys on that team, too, able to keep the ball low to the ground, harder to swipe at. Really just driving in, something that I think Fairfield has had luck with. Been tough, but it's been looking a little bit easier for the Peacocks to do. Again, playing this aggressive half-court defense here.
I think that's one of those things that, you have the competitive edge with that at the beginning of the game. But the longer it goes on, we can get used to them, and we can really capitalize and get out of that.
Chris Mido here, subbed in for Cook. He got the ball into the basket there. Was dribbling in. 6 fouls on St. Peter, we just heard. Wow.
There's only 1 foul on Fairfield right now. With the first 8 minutes of the game, it's not a great look.
Nice little screenplay for Fields to get the inbound. Right under the basket here. Foul under the basket, 14, gets it. James Johns Jr. So that's actually a fun story to come out of Fairfield, too. James Johns Jr. here, son of James Johns, assistant coach here on Fairfield. Really good, actually, recruit coming in. Still a freshman out here. He's slowly been getting more minutes in the game here as he's taking his free throws. Missed his first.
And that's a great chemistry between these coaches and stuff. I mean, you really like to see that out there.
Able to drain his second. Fairfield even here, 12-12. So what is kind of, when we have some of, our bench players here out, what do we need to see from them, I think, just as a team, Fairfield, to do? A lot of the same, would you say, or is there different things that need to be emphasized with this bench crew?
I think with bench players, there's always that pressure to make a really good move, to do something to really stand out. But I think that's not what it's about. I think you have to play for the team and you have to really watch out your defense and you have to work on your defense. You got to get out there, make what you can, but don't get too flashy and don't get too cocky.
Long with a long two there, able to drain here. Peacocks have it again.
Cook able to apply pressure.
James Johns with the rebound. Again, we're talking about it at the start here. We really need that if we're going to have hope here to get it. Ido with the pick and roll here under the basket. See if we could try to feed it in. Johns with the missed three on the side. Bit more contested. Maybe could have opted for a better shot there. Jalen Murray with the pass to Young. Cardazzi dribbling in. Another media timeout here. Stags again, up two still, keeping it close. Leading, 8-5 on the boards here. Been really good. I think big thing, again, we talked about. Need more of it.
You're talking before the game. If you're looking at the coaching staff, the St. Peter's coaching staff is pretty much all first season coaches and assistant coaches.
Yeah.
Whereas Fairfield University, we've been with our players for a little bit. A lot of fourth season coaches you're seeing. So how do you think that's going to affect the game and affect the play?
Yeah, you were alluding to it there, though. We'd be remiss not to mention, St. Peter's kind of Mac Madness there in, college basketball, a big tournament there at the end, March Madness. A lot of their players that were kind of featured in there, either graduated or were able to transfer off that big run. Same with their coach as well, offered another head coaching job. So, again, new staff. I think it'll be important to see how they adjust here on the road, especially. I think, that's definitely going to come up big for them. I think that head coach, though, definitely be preaching more of the same, get under the basket. I think he is liking what he's starting to see on offense. Defense, it's just got to be kind of more tough. And to Stag's credit, they've been making some tough shots. It hasn't really just been defensive breakdowns. Definitely want to foul less. I mean, that's definitely been the story of the game so far, along with kind of the, offensive board things for Fairfield. But I think for both these teams in the huddle, really just settle in and kind of let the game come to you. That's going to be big. Interesting to see who will come out of timeout here. See who's on the court for both teams. Stag's still in it. The energy in this stadium, man. Shout out to the DJ too. I think in the stadium, freshman, I believe he's really been doing a good job on the music here too.
Oh wow, yeah, no, I didn't realize he was a freshman doing it. Great job. And shout out to our band, also doing a great performance on the instruments.
Yeah, big shout out to them. Yeah, they've been getting all their chants in and things, kind of trying to get Peacocks off the rhythm there. We almost saw kind of maybe a bit more of a emotional moment there. That's the Cream Cook, screen there. And we're back. Fields dribbling up the court here. Sadler with the tight coverage on him. Mido with the ball. Ooh. Fields a little bit of trouble with the handle there. Fairfield gets it back. 3 on the shot clock. Mido, wow. Rises up, gets the tough 2 there. If our big men can hit jumpers like that, hey, we'll be in the clear.
I mean, that's really making something out of nothing, and you love to see it.
Big man Sal on the court here for St. Peter's. Little hand fighting at the rim there for the rebound. Mido is able to come down with it. Sadler, high release too. Nice looking shot. Just wasn't able to drain there. Mido again kind of with the ball here. Field's moving around a lot on this court too, I think we notice. Let's get it to Mido here. A little bit open under the basket. Long with the ball. Lost the handle a little bit.
That's what we're talking about with the fundamentals. You can't mess up just a dribble like that.
Fairfield not able to make the shot there. It's going to be Peacock ball, Young on the inbound. We have some subs. Supreme Cook back in the game. Tut as well. Those two big men going back and forth.
And that's a great matchup that we were talking about before. And
yeah,
we're watching it play out. It's really an entertainment.
Tut and Sal, important to note, coming back from that last media break. 2 fouls on the both of them. So, even if Supreme Cook's not able to score, just getting under the basket, having the ball really, creating those kind of chances really worries them. Maybe hacking them a little bit. St. Peter's really got to stop kind of doing some of that. Tut able to get the rebound. Tried to go up and over Supreme Cook, long with the rebound. Supreme Cook was there as well, but nice to see. Oh, waved off for the travel there. They're still not liking that call, but I think he got that little extra step before he was able to get that ball up.
Peacocks are 0 for 6 for the last 6 shots and haven't scored over 4 minutes. They're looking to change that now, but that's all due to Fairfield's defense just really locking down.
And, I mentioned Fields there with a, kind of broken down defense on some. Wow.
Great play. I mean, that's what we love to see.
Huge block by him. Defenders there.
It looked like he just got a little bit of energy into the team there with that block.
Definitely.
Really,
see if they can shut it down. Wow. Oh. Long there, taking a little bit of an elbow to the face, going down. Fairfield ball up 6 here, 18-12. 7-0 run for the Stags. Again, this is what we talked about. They need to kind of keep momentum on this. I think that was a really good timeout by the Peacocks, though, head coach there. He was kind of, realizing what was going on, had to stop that momentum. Let's talk about that tough finish by Gene, though. I mean, under the basket, able to get in there. Cut through 4 guys with the Euro.
I mean, that's a great job. You love seeing a nice, gritty play out of it. And especially on a team that's been playing so aggressive this whole time. Like, to break through it and show that you're not going to break us down, you're not going to break the team down. We're going to get through, we're going to be readier. That's what we want to show, and that's what we did show.
Yeah. That was good defense by the Peacocks there. Maybe could have had someone go up in his test, but real tight bodies in there. Wasn't wide open, the dribble in there. I think maybe they were waiting on this for the outlet pass. They didn't think you'd possibly take a shot like that. But, able to rise up. For the Stags here, I'll harken back to some of the rebounds. I think it's real important to mention here. Long got that rebound, obviously, took it nearby, but you get rebounds from a lot of your guards. That's going to be huge because they're already the primary ball handlers. Maybe they go back up for the shot or dribble it out to make something out of it. Sometimes they find those outlet passes too, but I think Mido took those, showed that they can have the ball in this game and get it in. Fairfield was an already stunning 50% to the field. Peacocks are shooting 32 here. Peacocks have gone home. Yeah, we see here Supreme Cook. Some of those fouls we were talking about, 3 already against him.
or excuse me, our three-point percentage this game is only at 20%. If you're looking at that, how do you think we should be bringing that up? Do you think we're just taking bad shots, or do you think we're just having trouble making?
I mean, yeah, we had. I think if you're the coach, you say, hey, situational. I think a lot of those shots were relatively open looks. You know, two of those were fields kind of wide open, you know, defender coming close. But still, I think you take those shots and have them open. I think more than even just the points come out of it, I think the crowd energy from it's even cannot be, you know, stated enough. St. Peter's only taken 3, but yeah, none of those threes have gone for them. They're shooting 0% from 3. About 8 minutes left in the first half here. Fields getting the ball. Hook under the basket there. Double team came late. He took advantage of that. Got up and under around. Great footwork by the big man, too. Sadler holding on the ball here a little, trying to get something going.
They're really trying to break this rut that they're in right now.
Leach with a real tight defense there. Didn't have that. Seems like they had the rebound there and was just able to basket.
Okay, able to come in and help with that really aggressive defense they've been playing on the other half. I mean, getting in there, just getting the ball out, at least inbounded is great.
Looked like ball came off of Fields. Able to dive for it and get it. Open look for Long. 3 is off. No foul called there on Cook.
I mean, if we're in that situation, we have 4 men and they only have 2. Are you saying take the 3 there? Or are you saying go in and get the 2 points?
No, I think it was spur of the moment. You know, Long definitely a good shooter for us. We hope he could drain those. So, I don't know. Definitely play breaking down. I think, yeah, maybe that's something you bring up in the timeout, though. Keep level head. See where you're at. Let the game slow down even in these moments like this. Supreme Cook lucky not to get a foul there as he was kind of going off the rebound there. Fairfield able to inbound. Long with the feed under the basket. Broke number tough basket. He's been real good.
I mean, we've been really doing well at making those pretty plays.
Peacocks 1 for their last 10. Let's see if they can change that here. We're able to kind of stop that drought and get 2 points earlier, but let's see. Hook with the block with authority under the basket.
That's another one, and once again, it always just shoots energy into the team and into the stadium. It's what you love to see.
Fields with this ball again. Tough basket up over Sadler. Tough under that. St. Peter's had to call a timeout here. Sal wasn't able to get close enough for that block there.
Well, so far this game, every time Cook has made a hard stop like that, we've been able to capitalize and score directly after.
Yeah, huge on the transition. Again, you know, he grabs that rebound, and he knows he kind of has that confidence not to be able to slow it down. You see him kind of throwing it down, getting the play moving there. I think that's really what we need to be doing more of.
We talked before about the Peacocks only being 1 for the last 10 shots, but the Stags have made 4 out of their last 5 shots. We've really been capitalizing on it. We've been doing a great job on our end.
And it's huge. I mean, this is, you know, a team who's last year, you know, seemingly a lot of their identity was definitely, you know, play defense and make those tough baskets under there. Definitely been able to shoot the 3 a bit more. Hasn't fallen as much. We'll see if it starts to, you know, start dropping for Fairfield. But Fairfield up 10 now, 6 minutes left in the first half. Stags out rebounding 10-5 here. 12-8. 3 offensive rebounds actually for St. Peter, so they're able to get more of them back than Fairfield, who's only at 2. Long staying tough on that defense there. Isaiah Dasher able to drive in there, make that basket. Fairfield stayed the course here on kind of the inbound. You see it's getting a bit weaker just on that initial pass in. They're getting the ball out quicker, and because of that, defense isn't playing that full court as heavy.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the Peacocks realize that it's not really working out for them. And two, they're losing some fast breaks here. And they're getting their defenders winded, running from one end of the court to the other, just trying to make these plays that don't really work.
Yeah, risk reward there too for kind of just, Peacocks there, whether you want to press up or not. Supreme Cook with the travel.
And, we're getting a lot of confidence here on our offense, but we do have to be careful giving up offensive rebounds because the Peacocks started to slow, but now they have 4 offensive rebounds, so we do have to watch that.
Beautiful pass out for the 3 for the Peacocks. Now 24-19. They're starting to cut into this lead a little. Dasher with the 3. Nice assist, though. Thrown almost all the way across court there.
That was the first 3 of the night for the Peacocks. We've been doing a good job holding them down there.
Yeah. And, hey, it shows. It was big for them. Tried to feed in the pass there to Cook. It ended up being tapped out there. Again, another foul. Against Cook there. Cook's going to go to the line. Now they're shooting another.
They have to be careful now with the fouls. Like, they're nearing up almost to 10 fouls there. I mean, there's still 4.5 minutes to go, and they're really adding them up.
Yeah.
And these are the small things that win games.
I last said, 3 offensive rebounds, now up to 4 for them. Can't be having those kind of things. Need to be able to secure it there. Stadium gives him applause for Supreme Cook because he trains his first year. Now 25-19. 4:26 left in the first. 8 fouls for the Peacocks, too, just against the Stags. 1. Coach is going to have some words for the Peacocks, kind of leads in the pass here. Cook drains the second.
And that kind of just comes with the nature of how the Peacocks defense plays. They play very aggressive and they go very hard with it, but which could definitely be the downfall. If you lose by 2 to 4 points, you're kicking yourself at the end of the day saying, if I didn't give up that last foul or whatever. So,
Fairfield shooting free throws just over 70% on the season. Drained a lot of them tonight. Wojcik kind of able to hand fight there, get the steal.
Defense there with the fast break.
Travel on Mido. Took an extra step there trying to get around the defender. Wasn't able to get that slam home. And you hear it from the crowd here. That would have been huge for us. Couple possessions ago, I think it's important to note Fields, too, talking to his team. He's been pretty vocal out there. He's definitely been the main ball handler, talking along, trying to get him to come up, run some plays. So just shows we're loose, kind of home court really showing here. Dasher almost open for another 3 there. Wasn't able to get it, had to cut in. Ends up passing over there to Latrell Reed. Ball goes out. Another media timeout here. We in the studio here at WVOF, we may also go to timeout as well. Just 3:45 left in the half. So we'll be back after this timeout as Fairfield cheerleaders come out to perform. Be right back. And we're back here. Fairfield come out of the media timeout there. St. Peter's has had 11 players out on the court there, against this Fairfield 8. So we'll see kind of how those minutes start to play on the bodies of Fairfield there and, how they're going to tire down. I definitely think St. Peter's is using, more energy defensively. Hasn't really paid off as much. Again, 26-19 for those just tuning in. Stags leading. 3:40 left in the half. Leach handling the ball. Pass out to Wojcik. Leach kind of seemed like he had room under the basket there. Could have hoped for a pass. Cook with a little screen for Leach. Mido under the basket there. Beautiful pass. Mido not able to slam it home, but, that pick and roll. St. Peter's dangerous for them. Fairfield audience seemed to have seen something that wasn't called. Lead may have been a travel.
And we've had quite a few travels this game. That's something we definitely have to work on going into the second half.
Out on St. Peter's, Fairfield ball. Just trying to get up into the basket there. Almost had a second chance again. Hardly rebound just to tip up back in. Still wasn't able to go. St. Peter's trying to grab the rebound. Hits it out of bounds. Fields will inbound it. Hook comes back onto the court. Mido will sit. Current group out there for the Stags. Fields, Leach, Wojcik, Gene Rose, and Cook as Leach takes up the court. Young. Leach driving in. Able to get the foul there. Buckham's not able to fall. Still 26-19. Shooting 2 here. Leach on the line. That's the 9th foul for the Peacocks here. Really just been the story of the game, too. On the season here, Leach shot 15 free throws, drained 12 of them. Now 16, drained 13 as he drains one here. Getting ready to take the second. 27-19 Stags. Thank you to all those listening on WVOF. We're nearing the end of the half here. 2 minutes left. See if St. Peter's can make something of this. Supreme Cook again. Huge rebound off that. Peacock. Fender's starting to play a little bit angry here. Let's see if it ends up costing him. Fields able to find the pass. Fast, aggressive transition offense there for the Peacocks. Unfortunately, Wojcik fouls on the way up. Shot was not able to fall, so Peacocks will come here and shoot 2.
We were talking before about how we only have 28% from our three points this whole season. And right now we're a little under that with 25. That's a number we really wanted to hit.
Yeah. Definitely have taken fewer, though, since we mentioned it. Missed the first free throw here. Van's letting them know over there. Field have anything to do with it. Brings the second. Wyatt's the Stags. 28-20. That was Fairfield's second foul there. Cook and Gene have combined for 16 of the 28 of Stags points here. Fairfield has not scored in this 4-minute stretch, though. Long handling the ball right now. Cook at the top of the key. Give to Fields. Long, real short on a contested 3 there. Didn't get it really in rhythm, and so still trying to take the shot.
I think that was Fields getting a hand on it, getting it out.
Beautiful strip. Yeah, not fouling out. Didn't allow those easy points on the transition here. Peacock's getting the inbound.
And that's important that he didn't foul him there. I mean, we only have 2 fouls, so keeping that down is a great job.
Yeah. Sadler trying to get the inbound here. Gene playing aggressive. Blocked by Long. Wow. Real nice defense on there. Someone who does not have a lot of length shouldn't really be blocking things like that. Curious why number 12 of the St. Peter's there, Kyle Cardassi. I don't really know what he was thinking taking that shot there. Had a lot of time to get something out.
Pulling on the uniform right there. Okay.
What do you kind of see seeing from that?
When the emotions are high and when you're coming in with an aggressive defense, you already do have high emotions going into it. So when your team's getting blocked and your team's drawing all these fouls, it's something that really does affect your mental fortitude in the game. And I think that I'd like to point out that block that we just.
And we are back. Sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulties to the studio here. Definitely something to Wi-Fi. I think kind of some of the fans near us, I heard, we felt it here. So, again, sorry about that. If you're just joining in, 29-22, Stags are still up 13 seconds. We saw a little bit kind of a breakdown offensively. Ball was going anywhere. Fields tried to save it from going out of bounds. Ends up kind of giving it to an open Latrell Reed there, able to kind of go down the other end. Missed his first shot, grabbed his rebound, so don't like breakdowns like that. But overall, I think Stags are kind of still continuing on the course here, playing strong.
And that's rough. You never like to see it, but that's just part of basketball sometimes. If we have one or two offensive breakdowns, totally understandable. As long as we can really just recover and keep possession in the 13 seconds, score maybe once or twice, that would be great.
Yeah. Peacock's averaging 70 points per game. Great first half, really holding him this low. Kind of going into the season, they've had about 50 more points in total games here than the Stags. Scoring more in the first and the second. Definitely greater differential in the second, so we'll see if that comes into play. Fields coming with the inbound very quickly for the Stags. 5 seconds left. Let's see if they can get an open shot up. What do you think you go here for?
Right here, I think you just go hold possession, maybe jump a little shot at the end. So just like
Long gets it, attempts the double clutch, trying to throw it up, maybe draw a foul, not able to get it. So we will be heading into half here. 29. Peacock's really going to have to talk about, lack of fouls, maybe get some of the fouls. It's not over yet. Peacock's able to keep it close for what felt like a dominant Stags half, I'd argue. What do you think kind of Peacock's here should really be talking about at half?
If I'm on the
Sorry about that, folks. Cut out again here. We'll try to figure out some of the technical difficulties. Enough out of us, though. We got another about 12 minutes till we come back from half. So go to the bathroom like we may be, grab your snacks, and be sure to join us back here for the second half. A very, very exciting game. WVOF right now. As we left off, 29-22. Stags are up. 30 seconds left in the half. Shoot around starting to end here. Going back into the huddles here. Ending kind of the half there. Both teams were really cold. Peacock shooting 0 for 5. Fairfield 1-7 on the last. So let's see if they can come back out and start shooting. Definitely the way they ended the half is not the way either team started. Came out pretty quick though. Scoring and everything. Definitely was able to slow it down. Still think Fairfield though has the advantage overall here. Stags take the court again. Dean Rose, Cook, Fields, Leach, Wojcik as well on the court. Jerry Nopot, Latrell Reed, Sadler, Bland, and Dasher are here for the Peacocks. They have the ball. Quick three out to Bland, was not able to fall. Peacocks retrieve the rebound, able to take it back out, get another shot here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bland with the ball again after that missed three. Fairfield not able to secure these boards. Finally gets it. That was 3 offensive rebounds right there, I believe, for the Peacocks there. Maybe the third one doesn't count at the end. Spring Cook able to wriggle it out, but Field's finally able to get the ball back, dribble it up.
I mean, when we're looking at our rebound percentage, that's the number that we definitely have to get up. Those are the fundamentals we got to work on.
Travel called on Gene Rose. It's going to be Peacock's ball here. Almost a minute through the second half already. No points have been scored.
We've really been struggling with travels recently this game.
Yeah, getting called on us a lot. Definitely when we get under the rim before going up, we seem to be kind of trying to cave out some space there. With those aggressive rebounds, Peacock's just got, even there on rebounds now. Fairfield's close to getting out rebounded here soon. 8 offensive boards for the Peacocks. Hasn't been able to capitalize on too many of them, luckily, but can't have that happen. Fast break here for the Stags. Fields gets the first point of the half. 31-22. Nice little fast break there. Pass out by Leach. Sadler handling the ball for the Peacocks. Wojcik on him. Defensively, been playing a lot of man here on both sides, seemingly. Gene kind of in the paint there a little. Has to come out. No. Reed with the ball again. Gene got a hand on it there. I believe they called a foul there, possibly. Excuse me. No, they did not. Tip off on Gene. Cook was not able to get the ball before it goes out of bounds.
We left a pretty undisputed 3 let go there, but thankfully he didn't make it. We're able to capitalize.
Dash or nothing but air on that 3 just a second ago. Leach in the corner. Thought about taking it looked like. Stags back with the ball. Gene kind of under the basket. Really able to get an aggressive drive in there. Not able to get the bucket. Supreme Cook grabs the rebound. Goes back up. Not able to get it. Fast break here for Peacocks. Wow, Reed missed that easy bucket. Going too fast, it looked like.
And Supreme Cook was able to wriggle the rebound out of that, and that's something we like to see.
Oh, and Reed is down right now on the court. Definitely in pain here. Ref's calling the timeout. Must have landed oddly on his ankle. Can't tell exactly what he's holding here. Peacock's 10 of 38 from the floor there, just with that other miss too. Able to really blow by Cook there, and that's what you're going to get when you get a small guard, small fast guard like Reed kind of on a big guy like Cook. Footwork has been good from him, but really just couldn't get there to kind of do anything about it. Hasn't been much of a turnstile tonight, luckily. Can't say that about either of these teams. Couple opening blow-bys there, but a lot of tough baskets from this team, too.
It's been a really gritty match, and it's kind of been about who wants it more. And, that's something I really like to see in these games. It shows the real heart of these competitors.
Definitely. 17-34 in the second half. Stags 31-22. Reed able to get up. Stadium claps for him. Was able to sit up fast there. Was worried for a bit. Definitely down for a bit. He's going to go take a seat. Cardassi possibly checking in. Kyle Cardassi, number 12 here. Guard for them. Stags keep the same lineup out right now. Fields is going to go for the inbound. Let's see. Peacocks look like they're about to play aggressive on the inbound again here. How do you feel about having a guy like Sadler kind of trying to block this inbound? I feel like that's almost a waste.
It is kind of a waste. It's very much how they've been playing, though. They've been playing very aggressive on the other end, trying to block these inbounds for some reason. And that's one of the ways it just doesn't make up for it. We're able to get in and we're able to shift around on the other side. So if you have your players running this court back and forth all game, they get a lot more winded.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
Fields able to cut under the baseline there for an easy bucket. 33-22 here. Peacocks. First open shot at the rim there in a while. Just able to get around. Gene not able to work through the screen. Kind of go up and around Supreme Cook there. Sadler with the bucket. Peacocks 24. Stags 33 here.
With the Peacocks being 1-9 from the 3 and the Stags being 1-7, do you shy away from the 3 here?
Again, on the open looks, I say you kind of keep it. Peacock falling there. All right, he's all right. Had me worried there for a second. Drop down, but No, I think on some of these threes, I mean, really, you know, I think they're taught if it's open, you're kind of going to take it. And I don't really think we have to go necessarily away from that because knowing they'll kind of take those same shots. I mean, you don't want to let that opportunity go by. If you have the confidence to take that shot, I think it really shows the trust in the coach. Wow. Pretty pass by Leach. Fake the three, passed into Gene.
I mean, that is a great look by Leach, and that is a great way to get open by Jermaine Ross.
Yeah, definitely.
Gene Ross, we've been seeing really getting underneath the basket all game. I mean, that's really just a great player in the paint. He's not exactly like our main big when Supreme Cook's out there, but he is kind of playing that role in some of these plays.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of tough drive-ins on the start. Really able to handle the ball better. Saw views from an earlier game of the season. Forget exactly which one, but, you know, Gene Rose there losing some of the handles I remember watching. Hasn't had many problems with that today. I mean, I know we mentioned here some of the traveling has been definitely annoying for the Stags, but Peacock's first foul, in the half here. 4 minutes without a foul. That's definitely different from how the start of this game went in the first half. So Wojcik looked like maybe he was able to get something out of that. Timeout called.
35-24 here. 16 minutes left. We got to make sure to keep this lead going into the rest of this half, but we've had a good defense. I think we can keep it.
Definitely. I think we're seeing a lot of the same, too, from both sides. I think Peacock, so far, adjustment-wise, Fairfield didn't have to do too much to adjust, but Peacock's at least responding to some of those things. Definitely more aggressive on the boards. Already up to now 2 fouls, though, so who knows? Gene Rose with 11 points leading the Stags in this game. He's been huge for them. Supreme Cook a bit quiet, at least on the passes under the basket here. Haven't really fed it much to him. See him kind of sitting there a lot on defense, but hope to see more from him, you'd hope. Nine for Dasher on the Stags, leading scorer for him. Leach with 5 for the Stags, Field 6. Excuse me, I may have said Dasher for the Stags. I may have meant Peacocks. Leading scorer for that team, 4 for 8. He's the only one to have made a 3 here, actually. So, 1 of 3 he shot. Everyone else on the team's either shot 1. Kardaki guard there shooting 2. So, we talked a little bit about that 3-point shooting, get away from it. Never asked you, what do you think about all of it? I was kind of talking about open looks there, but whatever you think.
Well, I think when you're looking at it, when you make a 3, the stadium always goes electric. That's always something that college students love to see. But there comes a point where it stops boosting morale and you start kind of losing it. You don't want to go too far and lose confidence in your shooting or in your players.
Yeah.
You don't want to be afraid to dump it out to the 3. I think you kind of give it a rest right now. I think you maybe revisit it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Definitely. Speaking of the crowd, Stags still here, full force, packing both sides of the student section. Looks like even a little bit above the railings. Maybe some Stags found their way in here, trying to pack in. Can't blame them there. It's a great game to watch. Fairfield still out rebounding the Peacocks here, now with 24 rebounds, and Peacocks have 21. Pass out to Leach. Fairfield ball, 35-24, 15:40 left in the half. Wojcik getting under the basket there. Kind of putting an elbow in the defender, creating some separation. Shot will not go. Rebound by Peacocks. Murray dribbling in. Opts to stay on the outside here. Peacocks communicating. Coach is definitely trying to run something here. Wonder if we'll see kind of open cut to the basket. So far, Stags playing good defense.
3 doesn't go in.
Almost got the catch Wojcik sleeping on the switch there. Kardaki tries to take that open 3, misses again. So, a little bit of what we talked about. That's his third three he's taken, missed all three. He's 1 for 4 on the night. Little transition. Leach cannot get the pass, able to be intercepted by Kardaki. Murray with the ball, driving in. Maido able to get hands on the ball, not able to keep a hold out of it. Out of bounds on the Stags. Peacock ball.
And, I like that still. Even if he couldn't get his hands on it, we did have a little mismatch there. They had one more player than us on that half, so it's great to slow it down and, recuperate your defense.
A little bit on that confusion on that transition there from Fairfield. Led to the steal, turnover there. Fairfield with 7 turnovers. I think that made it 8. 4 for the St. Peter's, so that's going to be big to notice. Fairfield somehow able to get the ball out of that. Trying to push it down here. Maido with the lob. Dunk. Now that got the crowd going back into this.
Yeah, Maido got the crowd electric with that one. Slam dunk right in. I mean, that was a great alley-oop to him, too.
Joe and I had to remember here we had a job to do. I think we almost got into that with the student section.
Oh, I almost screamed into this mic. I'm not going to lie.
Wow. Beautiful pass by Murray, though, under the basket to Young. Peacock's able to get the ball. Unfortunate we weren't able to capitalize there on defense.
I mean, off that dunk, I almost did scream a little bit into this mic, just off pure excitement.
Yeah. I guess, hey, fair warning to the viewers out there, or listeners. Keep the audio low at times. Hopefully no earbuds. Won't try to blow you out here, but Stags up 37-26. 11-point lead, 14 minutes left in the second. Got to be able to keep this.
Oh, and the T-shirt toss is coming out. I mean, this always gets the crowd excited.
Let's see if we can try to get a T-shirt, Joe. Wave of hands up in here. All of our listeners, we're trying to get it here. Let's see if they can get it up to us. Again, loving the atmosphere. This gets us back in the game. Free T-shirts.
I don't think they're clearing the student section with this T-shirt.
Look at the cheerleaders throwing. The girls on the other end, opposite of the stadium. I mean, get her on the softball team. She's throwing some heaters up there, hitting near top of the deck.
Oh wow, they
Again,
got up to the second section right there.
Second section. 9 offensive boards for the Peacocks now. Have not capitalized on many of them, as we mentioned. Real good.
Yeah, we've been able to hold them down to only 4 points this half, but we've doubled that with 8. So I really like seeing that out of our defense. Great job.
For basketball fans out there that are big into the plus-minus here, Jalen Leach of Fairfield has the highest with 12. Kardaki and Dasher of St. Peter's -8. And those are some of the smaller guards, which explains a lot on defense, not able to do as much to stop it. So Leach, though, has had some great kind of outlet passes, too. We've seen nice passes. Not all of them have led to assists, but some of them have really just broken up the D there for another pass out. It's encouraging when you're kind of able to get those nice passes, but that doesn't have to be your game plan. You really can. We've had good dribbles in, being able to penetrate. That makes a huge difference. It really makes it easier on the offense, gets us less frustrated, too. Peacock's doing a lot of the same. They've been able to dribble in as well, I think, pretty well.
And the band's joined in now, getting the student section dancing.
Yeah. Fairfield, 13 for 28 earlier. May have been updated since. We'll see here. But, I mean, just field goals, though. St. Peter's has taken more in this game. They just have not been able to fall. A lot of those we mentioned, the offensive rebounds, and that's part of not being able to capitalize. Cook has 8 rebounds on the game. Wow. Great. Done a great job defensively. 2 blocks, 1 against the back of the backboard that really got the crowd going. We're about to come out of time here. 37-26. Stags are up. St. Peter's now 12 for 43 field goal here, shooting 27%. Whereas Stags 14 for 30, almost 50%, little under. Leach here getting aggressively defended. That's going to leave room for an open shooter here, though. Transition's going to break down. Fields with the ball, drives in.
And we saw on that inbounding right there that St. Peter's is still running that same aggressive tactic where they just send two, three people out to mark possible passes. So
Fields with the shot there. Sal with the foul. That's third foul for the Peacocks. Stags 8 for 10 on their free throws here tonight. Hopefully they can keep that up as Fields comes to the line here. On the season, shooting about 80%. As you can Peacocks with the rebound. See if they can make a play here. Number 5, Jalen Murray. He has been handling the ball tonight, doing well. Unfortunately, bad pass there.
Mido interrupted it.
Turnover. Fields able to get to Mido. Pass out to Long. Not able to get the pass. Murray was able to get there quick for the Peacocks. Mido, pretty spin in. Gene Rose, beautiful. He's going to think to take this. Travel for him. Excuse me, never mind. 3 seconds in the paint. Gene Rose with a nice rebound, though. Able to get up there. Those are the kinds of plays you got to keep making. You can't really lull yourself to sleep here with the 12-point lead. For Peacocks here, I want to see Murray handling the ball. He's been doing a good job running kind of the point. Reed now holding on to it. Sal with the screen was not successful. Pass back out to Sadler. Had time, Dasher for the Peacocks, able to drain that 3. Now 38-29. Do we like who's on the court now for Stags here?
Yeah, I think this is a really solid group out there. We have Fields. I mean, he's been pretty consistent this entire game, being a pretty integral part of this offense. We have Mido and we have Gene Rose. They've been doing a great job sharing that kind of big position.
Fields open for 3. I'm sure you can hear that one through the mics. Yeah. Maybe the loudest we've been all night.
I mean, that's a great example of Fields being an integral part of the offense. Really just important to us. We have Long. He's been playing great all night, too.
Our shooters have been good. Bad pass out for the Peacocks there.
And it ends up out of bounds. The Peacocks are 2 for 12 from the 3 now. So.
Yeah, wow. Really trying to cut down these points. They got time here. I mean, they don't need it all back in once. Fairfield gonna.
I mean, this is only a 12-point lead over 12 minutes. I mean, that's not an unheard of thing to get back from. So it's really important that Fairfield defense keeps it up and keeps on locking down. And we can't get comfortable in a position like this. This isn't a 20-point lead here.
Definitely. Stag's going to pass out the ball here. Peacocks, I think, were trying to argue earlier. It went out on us, but refs are going to opt to have them in. James Johns Jr. back in for the Stags here. Wojcik, Fields, Long, and Cook back in as well. Mido, hasn't played as many minutes as Supreme Cook, but he's only gotten 1 rebound. So you got to hope, when he's in, you got to get more of those, it seems like. Supreme Cook doing a good job on the boards. Wojcik with the ball, dribbling here. Decides to take the shot. Bit off. Supreme Cook falls down now.
While Mido isn't getting a lot of the rebounds, it looks like it goes to Gene Rose a lot. And Mido and Gene Rose are on the court at the same time most of the time. So I think Mido does play a little bit of a different position than Cook does.
Yeah.
In their offensive scheme when they're out.
Yeah. Murray on the other end trying to go up there. In and out. Toilet bowl out of the basket. Unfortunate for him. Stags back with the ball. James Johns Jr. passes it out. Long takes a deep 3. And it's good. Wow.
Student section loving that.
3s are starting to drop here for Fairfield.
I mean, that's great. I said steer away from 3. I would be ecstatic if I feel like I'm eating my own words by the end of this game.
Exactly. Timeout taken here. That was a deep 3 for Long, being able to pull that.
That was only their 3rd 3 of the night, with the 2nd 3 of the night being a minute before that.
Yeah.
So if we could keep the momentum coming with that would be great.
And that was huge for them. defensive breakdowns on the other end there for the Peacocks, I think. Yeah, you hope to see more of those threes coming. I agree with you there.
All right, now we have a little contest going on over here. It looks like a little race. They gotta throw on the jersey, put on the sneakers, and shoot the basket. If you're looking at this contest, who do you have?
This is going to be a good one. This is what you get here on WVOF media timeouts. You're not getting this inside kind of perspective.
No. I mean, the kid on the right, he's been playing it well. He put on that shirt while running. That's a high IQ.
Already got the pants on. Let's see. He's got to put the shoes on. Going to take the shot.
Huge shot.
Let's see if he can get it. Those are some big shoes. Makes the shot. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, I mean, the kid on the right really smoked the kid on the left. And, I mean, that's kind of an upsetting performance by him.
Yeah. Hey, scholarship maybe on the way for that one kid.
Yeah.
Gotta start thinking about recruiting with this new stadium. Build a dynasty here. Stags were just on a quick 6-0 run there if you're just tuning in. 11:15 left in the second half. Stags are up 44-29. Starting to really go here. It's been nice. Team rebounds staying still 4 ahead for Fairfield, 28 total. St. Peter's has 24 of them.
Caleb Fields has played pretty much this entire game. With 28 minutes and 45 seconds played, I mean, he has really been our offense this game.
Yeah. He's been able to lead a lot of it, but not, Gene Rose, again, those aggressive buckets inside, hasn't had to use all the energy. He's been doing a lot of running around, still able to, make offensive plays and shoot around, but it's really nice just to have that one guy in, which I think St. Peter's maybe can take some notes from them. Jalen Murray, who I mentioned earlier, seems to be kind of coming off the bench a little. He only has 12 minutes, but to me, he seemed to be the best ball handler tonight. Reed for St. Peter's, number 0 there. He's been kind of handling the ball as well, but he was getting frustrated near the end of this first half. They're going to opt to have Murray hold on to the ball again here. Tough basket for Reed, not able to finish, rolled in and out. I mean, you can't play offense better than that. That's unfortunate, that one not being able to drop. Bit of luck here in the arena for the Fairfield. Long. Passes back to Wojcik here. 2 of our shooters. Long. Goes back to his area in the corner here. Let's see if there's a pass out. Wojcik penetrates. Fields opts to take the 3. Huge. 4th 3 of the night.
Great job. We love to see that. And they're really starting to rack up now.
47-29. You may have heard over PA system here. Stags up now, starting to kind of carve in.
That makes Fields 2 for 4 from the 3.
This is where Peacocks start to think about, we do got to start getting these points here. Pass back out. Peacocks able to get it in. Pass out to Rivera. Only played 3 minutes tonight coming off the bench.
Yep.
Was 0 for 1 earlier. Completed his first pass here.
Peacocks just scored right there. It was their first time scoring in over 2 minutes, though. So, I mean, every shot it feels like kind of a hit to the energy in the stadium, but you really got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, impressive, able to score of a cook there. Just then, Wojcik, really nice handling the ball, getting in there, not able to drop. No pot able to get the rebound, but a foul called. St. Peter's coach not having it there. That's going to be the 4th Peacocks foul on the night. Fairfield only with 1.
And we've seen that foul discrepancy even in the first half too. I believe it ended up 8 and 3. So now we're looking at 4 and 1 here. They are playing more aggressive, and it's really not paying off so far.
Yeah, I think they're saying they're just holding Cook under the basket. James Johns Jr. Wojcik with a nice pass on the baseline there as he ran in, but wasn't able to get a hold of it out of bounds. Peacock ball. Sadler going to inbound for Murray again. I think maybe coach has thought about keeping Murray in here longer. I mean, he's been in here for a good amount now. Doesn't have as many minutes, so maybe riding the hot hand at least for leading the offense here. Nice pass out to Reed. Reed getting under the basket. James Johns Jr. tripped, lost a shoe. Offensive foul. Seemed to be a bit of confusion there.
And
Took a bit.
When we're looking at these fouls, right now for the whole game, we're 9 for 12 from the free throw line. So,
yeah.
I mean, we're looking at 9 points just off of free throws. That's not something that the Peacock should be giving up right now.
Yeah, no, definitely not. These fouls, really, they can't be doing this, too. Not in a position to be able to do this. 47-31 Stags leading. Wojcik with the ball. Man, he's really been having a good job handling the ball on this guy. Rivera can't really keep up. Inbound to Supreme Cook. No help on the inside. Takes the shot. A little too much twist on there. Hops out. Reed on the fast break for the Peacocks. Up and in. Wojcik couldn't really do much but just stand there, try not to foul.
Going back to that, the Peacocks have only taken 2 free throws all game. You know, that's really just saving points where it counts.
Yeah. Looks like transition here for the Peacocks possibly. Long able to find some space. Opposite, give it back to Fields up at the key here. Maybe start to run a play. Paint wide open for Fields. Drives in. Foul. Shot is not able to fall. Fields going to take 2. That's the 6th foul here for the Peacocks in the half.
6.
Really just cannot be having this.
One foul away from the bonus right now.
Wow.
And
with 8:37 left.
that is not something you want with 8 minutes left.
Yeah. Fields, we've already talked about being a great free throw shooter here. Let's see if he can drain these 2. Stadium goes quiet. And goes mild. I want to see more cheering out of here from the Stags. I think they're starting to feel like this game's over. Hopefully Stags themselves, players out on the court there, don't feel like that's the case. What do you think Coach has got to say to them kind of in this next time out about defense?
You know, I think the defense is still going pretty solid. I mean, there's a 15-point lead, so you do want to make sure that they know that they have to lock it down. 15 points isn't a large amount, especially in a game like this. So if the Peacocks could start getting their threes up, they could definitely come back from this. If I'm the coach, I'm just telling them to keep up the good work and just keep rallying.
Yeah. Just need to stay on it. Murray handling the ball. Able to get it back out to Murray. Takes a deep 3. Oh, wow. Able to drain that in the face of James Jr. running up. I believe the shot clock was starting to wind down.
Bringing it down to a 13-point gap.
Fairfield St. Peter's threes, not able to drain very many of that. That was a huge one to be able to get. I believe that's the 3rd of the night. Heading to a timeout here. Not able to do anything on the other end. Stags. 49-36, 8 minutes left in this second half. Getting some love from the crowd over here. Some of our acquaintances here waving. DJ's still holding strong too.
Yeah, that's very important. I mean, a lot of people don't understand how important the music is to the atmosphere of this game. And shout out to our DJ and our prep band. Shout out to Willard's back. All doing a great job right now.
Got another media timeout game here. We got white shirt versus, I believe that's a Mac Jones, Alabama jersey on the other end. Have to shoot a certain amount of free throws in time.
That's incredible. I'm automatically rooting against that Mac Jones jersey.
Yeah. Hey, they've been giving more free throws than St. Peter's this whole night, it seems like. Can't be happy about that.
That is a Mac Jones jersey, and it is backwards.
He is wearing it backwards. Wants to let people know up front that he wants Mac Jones. Oh, now they're going to let him take a half-court shot. $100 out of this man with the Mike's pocket. He's able to hit a half-court shot. Crowd going crazy here. Let's see. They're getting hype. He's getting everyone hype. Oh, can't leave it short. Cannot be doing that. You got to at least hit the rim there, I think, if you're Mac Jones out on the basketball court here.
I mean, Mac Jones is no stranger to underthrowing, though. Let's be real.
Sitting next to a Jets fan here. I'm a Patriots fan, so don't really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Don't let the NFL fool you, though. Bailey Zappe's not the guy. We got to keep Mac Jones. Stay the course.
You know who is the guy? Mike White. You know who else is the guy? Sauce Gardner. I saw somebody with a Sauce jersey on before. I love it. Great job.
Loving the crowd here tonight. Coming back out of the timeout. Cook going to shoot on the line. 49-36 here. 8 minutes left in the second half. Supreme Cook lining up to take it.
Supreme Cook is a great free throw shooter.
You know, on the season coming in before this game, Cook shooting, 60% from three, which, I mean, at least compared to the rest of the team here, that's pretty good.
I mean, if you're looking at him this game, he's doing great right now.
That as well.
Supreme Cook, 4 for 4, and then he just shot those. I mean, he's doing great. Real Christian Pulisic at free throws.
Just missed one there, I believe 5 for 6. 50-36 here for the Stags as Peacocks have the ball. Leach playing some tight defense on Reed, but it's not enough. Reed with the basket. Able to get 2, now a 12-point lead for the Stags. 16 total fouls for the Peacocks in this game. Maybe even 17. I believe we did not count this last one here. And just 4 for the Stags the whole night. Quick transition pass to Supreme Cook. I think we wanted to see more of that tonight. Luckily, we haven't had to. But again, just right under the basket, able to get that easy one right there.
Well, that's what we were talking about before. If you look, somebody marked Fields all the way down on the other half. So, you know, he bumped it out to Gene Rose, and Rose was able to find Cook right under the basket and make a play.
Yeah.
And that's the real risk that's been damaging the Peacocks defense this entire game. Just coming out too far, playing too aggressive, and leaving these easy under-the-basket shots open.
Yeah, haven't seemed to adjust it there when it comes to halftime. Reed got to take seemingly an open shot here. Passes out to number 5 there.
Murray.
Jalen Murray.
A little wide out there, but well.
I believe they were only calling that a 2. Very long 2 there. Yeah, really. They're pressing up. I mean, 3 guys over the half-court line right now.
Looking for Cook free under the basket. I mean, it's a good look. You can't make all those passes, but, you know.
A lot just happened there at once, and I think it's kind of what we were talking about with the Peacock defense, the risk reward. You know, Long trying to get a pass there to Supreme Cook under the basket, throws it short. Sal, you know, able to get that steal, get that pass back to, I believe, Murray, and Fields kind of on the foul there. Won't be shooting any free throws for that, but kind of goes against Stags fouls here. Still up 12, inbound by number 13 here, Dasher. Murray handling the ball. Young seemed to want to get that pretty early against Leach here. Didn't give it to him. Playing great perimeter defense here. Really can't go inside. 13 on the shot clock. Screen set by Sal. Let's see. Beautiful shot by Young. Able to get the 3 here. They're starting to be good from 3. Murray with that kick out. Ended up being the right choice. He might have had Sal under the basket, too, for an easy dunk. Yeah, maybe he was worried about Supreme Cook from behind being able to block it.
We got to start watching this. We got to start locking down. We only have a 9-point lead now. That's very manageable for the Peacocks to come back with. So this is what we were talking about, not to get too comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. Fairfield calls the timeout here. 6 minutes left in the second quarter, starting to outlast them. You can't play scared here, though. You got to keep kind of running the way you've been running it. Try to score. You really can't try to, you know, if you have these open shots, you take them. I don't think you go for the possessions and stuff. Maybe having trouble in here in the arena. The shots. Site says it was a 3. Here in the arena says it was a 2. I believe it was a 2. Foot may have been on the line. Not too sure what's going on here. So maybe an 8-point lead for the Stags. We'll see if they work this out. They don't seem to be talking about it down near the scoring bench. So I believe we'll stick with the kind of in-studio, or excuse me, on the website here, possibly 8-point lead for the Stags. I think we'd opt to go with. A lot of fouls in this game. No techs given at all. Definitely an emotional game, so who knows, maybe see some of those. Now, especially if Peacock's trying to be aggressive here at the end. Wojcik, Murray on him. Able to, Long takes the 3. hits the back of the rim from where he was.
And, at this point, we can't be giving up turnovers. We have to get the twos where they count.
Supreme Cook with a block to get us back in it. Gene Rose dribbling down the court. Opts to slow it down. I'm not sure about that. I think he maybe should have dribbled that in. Did not like that shot selection from Long there. No reason to take that three, do you think?
No, not at all. Especially right now when we're trying to hold a lead, you don't have to take these threes. We're not chasing. We want to just get the twos where we can and, play tight.
Yeah. Crowd not liking that. Supreme Cook trying to back in under the basket without the ball before the pass. St. Peter's player ends up falling over. It's another foul here on Fairfield. Peacocks get the ball.
Now, if you're in that huddle that they just had, what are you saying if you're the coach?
Fairfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you're telling them, keep playing kind of some of the same defense. Don't let them get inside. We really need kind of big defender here by Mido. They've been really getting the basket. Mido in now. Supreme Cook, I bet they're saying to the bigs, don't let him inside. Get help when you can. Mido grabs the rebound. Dasher goes up with the shot against Gene, not able to land it. Fields driving up here. Thought he'd maybe take that shot. Fairfield coach is really getting into it. Yelling at Mido, something he didn't like. Wojcik now with the ball. Pass back over to Fields. Gene maybe wants to pass here. Let's see. He might be able to drive in. Little fancy spins around. Not able to get the rebound. Does not fall.
Gene's been pretty shifty, pretty gritty underneath the rim this game. So I like him keeping the ball there. Even if he didn't come out to the best outcome, I like him having that a confidence.
Murray almost taking a heat check three there. Was not able to get it. Stags luckily able to get the rebound after some bodies going down. 6-0 run here for the Peacocks. Here, Stags haven't scored in a bit now. Just 4 minutes left in the half. 52-43. Stags are up.
You got to capitalize on a play like that.
Yeah, definitely. Defender caught slipping a little long, trying to dribble in, was not able to go.
It's been 2.5 minutes since we scored. We really have to get in there, penetrate, and just finish off well.
Yeah. Definitely. Fairfield definitely had some more costly turnovers down the stretch. Now they have 12 on the game. Peacocks have 7. Can't be having that. And again, you see Fairfield with the defense here. No one really pressing the inbound. No need to, I don't feel like. No risk reward involved, kind of. Cam Young on the pass into Murray here for the Peacocks, dribbling up the court. He's got to maybe get to this a little quicker, I feel. No pop for the screen. Murray cannot get in on Fields here. He's a tough body. Able to twist around. Shot in and out. And that is not what you can't have that for the Stags. Number 13, Dasher, gets fouled on his way up. He's going to take the one free throw here. Able to get it. Foul, I believe, on Gene. That's 6 fouls now for the Stags against the Peacocks 7.
Yeah, it's great seeing us get gritty and seeing us apply some pressure, making it harder to shoot, but we really got to get the rebounds where they count. These are the fundamentals that have just been kind of killing us this game.
Yeah, very tough. Still only have taken 2 free throws, I believe. About to take their 3rd here tonight. Coach may have some words for the ref after the game here. Fairfield had taken 12. I believe more since. Fairfield has taken up to 16 already. We're shooting 75. 12 for 16 there. Jumbotron showing some fans out in the crowd. Really trying to get the crowd back into this. We're starting to hands on hips here, I see. People getting a bit nervous in the crowd, though.
52-45, the lead's definitely closing only 7. So we do want to kind of keep it tight, and just really lock down on defense then.
Yeah.
And, we don't have to chase. We don't have to run down and take these threes. We have to get what we can, take the twos, and that's what's going to count the most.
Yeah. Still a discrepancy, I believe, within the, score here in the stadium and the score on the website. It says 52-46, whereas the stadium here says 45 for the Peacocks. Really, hopefully, they could get that figured out before real soon. You got to hope the coaches know what's going on, really. You got to know the situations you're in. Stag standing up on the. That was a
tumble.
Lucas the Stag. I mean, yeah, really could have taken out a lot of fans there. I'm in shock. That seemed dangerous.
I mean, right on the poor Matadomsky crew.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for our listeners out here. I can't believe we're watching this. Oh no. This is really, really scaring me in the studio more than anything Stags are doing right now on this run. Crowd getting back into it here. Peacock really able to make up a lot of the assist numbers there. 9 assists for the Stags, 9 assists for the Peacocks. Really finding those shooters. I think we saw, 3-pointers are starting to land for the Peacocks as well.
Going into the free throws here.
Lucas Stag still standing. Knees starting to buckle a little bit. You got to worry about that, I think. Fans behind him aren't really aware what's going on. Back to the game. The line here. Ready to take this shot. Really, one of the first few times crowd's been able to wave behind the basket at him. Drains it. Silences this crowd. Just about 4 minutes kind of left going in the half here. Wojcik slowing it down a little. No pressure to really pass up. Leach is moving a little. Let's see if they can catch him off guard. I think St. Peter's might hope for that now. Fairfield may be smart enough to slow it down. Fields with the ball. Cuts in here. Believe that may have been a foul on Fields. Maybe some hand checking going on. He'll go to the line.
St. Peter's is 11 of 4 right now for the points off turnovers. I mean, this is what we're talking about, just keeping possession, stopping the bad rebounds.
Yeah. Another story of this game I don't think we've talked about enough. Bench points for the Peacocks here. They've scored 26 to Fairfield's 10 here. I think that's big. We talked about Murray, who's kind of been a spark in this offense a bit. Maybe that's why they've been playing a ton of guys, I guess. They'll get more points from that. Different guys playing in the rotation here, but Fairfield starting crew, if you're putting up 43 points here with your starters, that's, pretty good for how, defensive this game has been played, how aggressive it's been.
Yeah. If you're looking at the St. Peter's right now, I mean, hardly any of them have playing time over 20 minutes, whereas Fairfield starters all have playing time over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
One of them with 32-11, Caleb Fields. So you really have to look at, we're lacking in our second string players right now, and we need to maybe find a little bit more there.
Other side of the coin, you might be able to kind of say, hey, we've been good with the starters out there. If they're not tired, let's keep playing them. Especially, Fairfield being 2-6 on the season. They really want this win, so they're going to have their best chance to do it. As again, another crucial Sal able to grab another offensive rebound, goes back up, puts it in.
Well, you said that if they're not tired, then we should play them. But if you're looking at the way that this gap's posing right now, I think they are tired. I think they're not showing it, and they're doing a good job not showing it. But when you really see the lead starting to close, you have to start thinking, all right, who do we have in there that's fresh that we can put in? And in uniform on the bench, we only have 3 players. Everybody else is reserved in red shirts, whereas the St. Peter's bench is all ready to hop in. And that's something really important to look at.
Undisciplined, too. Hacking him here. Everyone's screaming for Sal. Big man trying to hit the free throw. Hits off the back. Unable to get the rebound. Reed passed it back out. Murray's going to slow it down here again with the ball. Gene Rose on him. Dasher really wants this ball on Wojcik here. Murray's going to opt to dribble in with it. Gene Rose able to make Murray lose the ball here. Goes out. Fairfield's going to get it. And I believe here on Stadium score is still off, I believe. So
no, I think we fixed it.
They may have fixed it. So it is a 6-point lead for the Stags, 54-48.
Well, a 6-point lead coming from an 18-point lead earlier on when it was 47-29. So it's really summing out This is definitely problematic. The defense really has to lock back in. And like I said, this game was never guaranteed.
Yeah.
Even at 18 points, it's not something that you can't give up.
We talked about those second half points too, I believe, about Peacocks being able to outscore, Fairfield in the second half. Starting to show again today. Let's see what they're doing here for the subs. Mido came out about a minute ago. Supreme Cook has been back in the game. What do you say? You think you keep him in the rest of the game? No, he could be tired, but he might be kind of our best guy out there to get the rebounds and stuff, which we really need.
I mean, I like Gene Rose out there with Mido. I don't think we need one guy going for the rebounds. I think we just need like a better rebounding core.
Wojcik misses the free throw, but is able to get his own rebound. St. Peter's really no aggression. I think thinking someone else had it. The whole team. We need a really good possession here at Fairfield. 6-point lead. Supreme Cook dives for the ball. Out of bounds. St. Peter's ball, ref says. Body's on the ground there as it rolls out. Crowd is not liking that one. Yeah, undeniable, though.
It looked like Cook kind of dove on it at the end there, so.
No field goals in over 4 minutes. Only free throws for the Stags. Turnover there. Bad pass from Young back to Murray. Murray's getting a little frustrated. Hopefully not showing it, but it's going to be Fairfield ball. That could be it. I mean, 6-point lead. We have the ball with 2 minutes. Maybe a bit jumping the gun a bit early on that, but
I don't think we're starting the buses yet. I think you are jumping a little bit.
If you get a bucket here, how you feeling if you're Fairfield?
I'm feeling pretty confident, but I'm not going to let it get to my head because, I mean, in basketball, we all know 6 points is a minute, not even.
Yeah.
So
St. Peter's had gotten hot from 3, too. I think we had talked about it. They drained about 3 within this last 6-minute stretch. Gene Goss to take that 3. Seemed to kind of get the yips. Didn't go up with it. Leach. Gene Rose, beautiful assist back to Leach, cutting in, able to go up with 2 other guys. Weren't able to get a ball on it.
I know you say that he has to take that 3 there, but he's 0 for 1 from the 3 right now, and I think he understands that what we really need is points and in bulk and not really like a 3-point.
You may be right. Just looking over on the season, he was 0 for 7 before this game. Has not hit a 3 all season. Didn't want to take it. You kind of saw that foot jab out a little bit. Obstacle for the pass. It works out, I see. Stags up 6 with 1:30 to go. Let's see if they can close it out here.
I think that's a smart play. It's not a greedy play, and that's how you're supposed to do it.
All right, Stags fans, it's time for the flex cam.
We have a media timeout here. Really, these last huddles are going to become important.
All right, we got the flex cam up there. Show me your muscles. Max, let's take off the jacket and let's start showing how ripped we are, all right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Can't say I'll be doing that. Dude in the band here, look at that muscle.
Yeah. I mean, this guy thinks it's time to shine out there. He took off his whole shirt. He's not even on the camera.
That's a little bit aggressive.
He's getting blocked out right now by Lucas.
He's right behind. Yep. Now he's in frame. Stag kind of getting in the way. Got to be aware there of what's going on. Timeouts here are going to be huge. I think I saw within the Peacocks there. Murray definitely seemed a little bit animated. Had to come off to the side there. 9 fouls. Both teams in the bonus here. 9 fouls for Peacocks, 7 for the Stags. 1:30, 56-50. You're just tuning in. Don't know why you would be, but you missed a real good one. I'll tell you that. However this game ends, it ended up coming close at the end, which, at least from a fan experience, you really couldn't ask for more. We were able to see a blowout with the women's team, but this one's starting to slip away. Hopefully we can hold on. Supreme Cook.
Oh, and
put up a
looks
big
like
screen.
Dasher got a little hurt there. He was kind of crawling, slow to get up.
Went down, was a 4-on-5 there. Wasn't able to throw it out to Wojcik. Maybe wouldn't have opted to take that 3 anyways, but try to drive in for the 2. Fields drives in here. The ref waving it off. 20 there on the defense. Young. Excuse me, that's a foul on Young. I think maybe got a hand on him as he was going up for the shot. It's 10 fouls for the Peacocks.
Double bonus right now. This is going to get an exciting game, especially narrowing it down. So a lot of times when you see a double bonus, you're looking at people intentionally fouling to just force people to take the shot and not run down the clock. But would you do that against the Stags right now, especially how hot we are again at the free throw line?
I don't think you think about, putting hands on anyone until, another 50 seconds here, minute 20 left, maybe 30 seconds in. Let's see you get a good quality possession here. Either try to find open look, get a quick 2. 8-point lead.
8-point lead with a minute 20 is when it gets very methodical. And
Peacocks.
this is all about great coaching, which takes us back to the fact that the Peacocks head coach has only been here for the 1 season. Whereas we've had Jay Young for 4 seasons. We've really established a game right now. We've established how we want to play in these scenarios, giving us a lot of confidence.
Reed with a shot, not able to make it. Young somehow able to get the rebound, but tries dribbling it around. Leach gets the rebound for the Stags. Gene Rose onto it. Again, holding on to it, not doing much. Timeout by the Stags there. Was worried Gene Rose maybe was trying to look for a pass there he shouldn't have thrown. See, and again, coming back to coach, and that's a good timeout there. I'm surprised the Peacocks didn't use their last timeout, minute 21 there, to try to get a real quality possession. I guess maybe you think you got to score and save it for when you maybe need it, but 53, it's not looking too good for the Peacocks.
And the student section's found a little bit of a new energy now. We're kind of getting torn down, and the energy in the entire building is starting to drop while that lead was closing. But looking at it now, near the end of the game, everybody's jumping up.
Yeah, try not to get, more turnovers here for the Stags on the game. Stags had 13. St. Peter's had 10 points off the turnovers. Peacocks were able to capitalize, get 10 points out of those turnovers, whereas Stags with the 10 turnovers of the Peacocks were only able to get 6 points. And again, dominating the offensive boards, nearly double for St. Peter's here. 13 to the Fairfield 7. Peacocks almost taking 61 shots tonight. Fairfield only 42, still shooting 45%. Beautiful shot selection, too, I believe. Really only one shot I truly disagreed with, that one long three, I should say. Peacocks here, too, been trying to get under the rim. A lot of offensive boards, but not able to make it. Getting back to the action here. Going to be Stags ball. Going to feel a little professional here saying this, but again, thank you for everyone on WVOF cast. Andrew Jameson in the studio, Chris Lorenzo here on stats sitting next to us. Obviously, Joe Westhoff sitting next to me, helping me call this game. Max Berryman here, hopefully finishing up this game. Who knows? Could lead overtime. Not feeling it, though. Had to foul Fairfield there. 50 seconds left. Still an 8-point lead. Leach going to take 2.
Well, here's where you're looking at it. This is where it really comes in clutch that we are that cold that hot from free throw line.
If Leach hits both these, you think it's over? 10-point lead. Anyway, Peacocks can come back from that.
I think 10 points with 50 seconds left is a pretty comfortable lead. Leach missed the first one. Still giving hope to the Peacocks, but I think our defense can hold it down. I think we are going to be strong enough with that.
Yeah. Really got to close it out, though, in these situations. Able to drain the second. That's big.
If
9-point
you look at the way that the Peacocks offense has broken down our defense, it's been methodical and it's been planned out, and I don't think they have time for those plays. They have to start being rushed.
Yeah.
And that's when the Fairfield defense really comes in and starts dominating it.
Props on them for being able to do it. Reed with a real quick basket in for 2 there. Possibly going to the line to shoot. Mido just kind of getting in the way there. Leading scorers on the night here. Fields with 19 for the Stags. Able to drain 7 of 8 of those 3 free throws. 5 for 7 on the field goals. 76% free throw percentage here. Misses the first.
Fairfield student section getting loud here, knowing it's critical that he misses these free throws.
3 players on the Stags into double figures, 2 for St. Peter's. Drains the second. And I think that's a good timeout by Fairfield here. Let them know the situation. We have the ball back. Could use a good 30 seconds of this if they don't kind of inbound here. Excuse me. No timeout from Fairfield there. Thought I heard the whistle for that. Looked like they're getting out of chairs. Maybe not, though. Fouls Wojcik quickly. That's the guy you want to get it to here. On the season, free throw percentage for Wojcik here. Hasn't had to take many, but he's shooting 75. Only 4 free throws on the season for him. You maybe want to think about it, get to him or Fields at the end of this game here. Fields has been playing a lot of this game. I know we talked about, but it's really starting to show here. Stags free throws for the night. 74% as Wojcik hits one here. Cuts it back to a 9-point lead here. 44 seconds left. Wojcik drains the next 10-point lead. I think that about wraps it up.
I think it's about time to start the losses.
Let's see if the audience thinks so. Goes out of bounds on the ball here for Reed.
Getting out there. Ball almost took out ESPN cameraman.
And Joe, just on cue. Crowd here chanting start the buses.
Yeah.
Murray trying to get on the inbound here. Almost with a lob dunk to Sal there.
I didn't like that play. You know what that play gave me flashbacks to?
What?
The Bucks Nets playoff game.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, that gave me a little flashback to that. I didn't like it.
What if I told you it was the Suns? I think you're thinking of Bucks Suns.
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'm thinking of the Nets because that's my favorite team.
Oh, the Jets Nets fan sitting next to me.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Combo.
I'm from Brooklyn.
61-53 here with just 36 seconds left. Going to be kind of a slow end of the game here, so they're going to seem to foul a lot. Maybe try to stay in this game. Coach in the huddle may be saying to them, hey, let's just dribble it out here. Played a good half. We'll see. 70 points per game for St. Peter's on kind of the season here. And we held them to 53 tonight. This is going to be a big Stags win, really, for them. Able to keep it low. First game at home. They go on a big home stretch here. I believe they play in the future here about 8 games at home within the next month. It started off a lot of the season on the road, so fortunately a lot of students are going to be on break here, so crowd energy may be lower, but you got to hope they could still play more comfortable. Gene Rose with the inbound.
Crowd energy will be lower because of no student section, but we sold out the stadium tonight. And that's mostly not students when you're looking at the other ticket sales. So, alumni, parents, just the whole community coming out for Fairfield is going to be really great, even during the break.
Yeah. Young fouled Wojcik. Wojcik on the line. Hits his first here. Shooting great on the night in the clutch here, able to hit him.
Looking to bring back the 10-point lead here. It's 62-53 now. Going up.
All the Fairfield players behind kind of the line here, playing back. And so there's no quick inbound. St. Peter's trying to roll the ball in. Number 2 with the ball. Dasher dribbling in over Long. Goes up. Does not drop. Leach with the ball. Holds on to it. Forced to foul. Either Young or Sal there. Got a hand on it. Hey. Goodbye, Fairfield chance here as Leach goes to finish it up.
And this was a great men's home opener. You really couldn't ask for anything. This was some really good basketball being played. This is what I'm looking for. So
yeah, dominant win from the women's. This was a bit closer. Maybe you don't want it to be as the coach, but for the fans, who knows? But yeah, definitely down the stretch here. We've really been able to close it out, which I think is good for, a losing team is what we've been this season so far. Again, I mentioned a lot of road games, but you got to hope they play better here down the stretch. Big stretch of games coming up soon. Haven't played too much kind of within the conference. I believe this is our second conference game of the season, even though we're 2-6.
Yeah, and it was an important one to win.
Definitely. Especially against the St. Peter's team that, in the tournament, last year we talked about. Stags hoping to make some magic this year, maybe be the ones to be in it. Women's team was in it. Stags let a quick 2 go in. Gene Rose, no need to rush this here. Just kind of get the inbound here. Get it to Long. Foul on Long here from Dasher. Stadium's booing. They don't like this. They want the game to finish out here.
Yeah, people are antsy. We have townhouses to get to. I mean,
Saturday night festivities will be starting after this. I'll tell you that.
absolutely electric.
Long on the line.
Yeah.
Shooting 85% on the season before today.
Now, that's an impressive stat right there.
Got to be able to come in and hit those. Hits the first, 66 to 55. Hits the second, up 67 now, 12-point lead. Let's see St. Peter's with some class here. Let's have them dribbled out. I don't really know what we're doing here, Coach. Fields got up for that rebound. Wow. They're going to opt to let Fields dribble it out here.
If I'm Fields here, I'm dunking it.
You think you are? Well, hey, maybe not. 25 free throws made tonight for the Stags. Big thing to talk about. Rebounds as well.
And the court is being stormed.
Fans go onto the court here.
Great time. 67-55, final score of the game. Thank you so much for tuning in with us.
Yeah, thank you. We'll turn it back here. Andrew in the studio. You'll be kind of listening to some of WVOF here. Be sure to join more games here in the season. I believe we have one on the 7th. We may or may not have a call for that. If so, it'll be at 7 p.m. Against Shoe. Oh, Shoe game's going to be exciting.
That's going to be a great game.
You know, St. Peter's there, or excuse me, Sacred Heart there. That could be a fun one. As fans rush the crowd here. Gene Rose in the middle. Wasn't able to really give some of those handshakes. Here he goes, dapping him up on the side. Fans celebrating in the middle. And I think that'll end it for today. Stags 67-55. Big win for the Stags on the first home game here of the season. Thank you all so much. This is Max Berryman and Joe Westhoff here to my side, tuning out.